U.S. presidential candidate Donald Trump loves to talk about negotiation. And if you've heard him on the campaign trail, you know what he thinks about his own skill as a negotiator.
Look, I think I'm a great negotiator.
I'm a negotiator like you folks. We're negotiators.
I'm really a great negotiator.
We need a leader that wrote The Art of the Deal. I beat China all the time.
I know how to negotiate.
Here's the thing. It's extremely difficult to know if you're a good negotiator. That's something George Wu would know. He teaches negotiation at Chicago Booth.
If you believe that you're a strong negotiator, in some way that particular point of view is self-reinforcing. So, for example, if you walk out of the negotiation and there is a no deal, then it's very easy to conclude that there was no deal to be had. It was impossible to make a deal. If you make a deal and you walk away with $20 million of surplus, you also believe that that's all that you could have had. And that may very well be true, but it also very well might be false.
If you think this is all just hypothetical, consider some data from Wu and Duke University's Richard Lerck. To understand their findings, imagine two people at a negotiation table. They each come to the negotiation with some idea of what the bargaining zone is, how much money is on the table. You can think of this as a pie. Wu and Lerck find that on average, when these two people walk away from the negotiation, they're each gonna think that they earned about 56 to 72% of that pie. You see the problem?
The sum of what the buyer got and what the seller got has to be 100%.
So people consistently overestimate how well they actually did in the negotiation. And sometimes this is because the ultimate value created during the negotiation will not be known for a while. In most situations, the final agreement just defines the potential value of a deal. The ultimate value requires implementing the deal. And that takes people working together, which is something that Donald Trump's book, The Art of the Deal, just doesn't seem to recognize.
His advice is I push and I push and I push, and largely I get what I want. It's a style in which you treat negotiation and deal making as something more like war than as a conversation.
Treating a negotiation like war might be useful in a one-off negotiation like buying a car, but it's not a good tactic in every form of negotiation. Sooner or later, you're going to hope that your counterparts want to share a pie with you again.